those of you who want to make this real for you, those of you who want to take it beyond theory into practice and experience what wonderful feeling it is to have this power available, which is your God-given, then you will follow what I'm saying next, which is, in any situation, the idea is you want to be at ease in that situation. Not you want to judge the situation, control it and change it. So there's two options you'll have. If you are a student of this teaching and you want to apply it, you will know that my objective in any situation that is less than ideal is to be at ease first. Because currently your ego's objective is, if I'm in a situation that is less than joyful or less than satisfying, is to first judge it, then find somebody to blame, and thirdly, to force it to be different. So see the two different agendas. See the two different agendas. Decide which one you want to go. And it's okay, you'll fall back into old patterns one time, two times, you'll come back. That's how it is. You will never apply this first time.
Yes.
You'll never apply it.
Yes.
It'll be 40 times down the line, 50, and it's normal, because so deep are you into a egoic state that is collective, that what we're talking about here, although very simple, is very unnatural to the collective. But it depends on your dedication to yourself and your determination to walk along this path. You understand? Your ego will say, but this doesn't, it feels better when you blame people, man. It feels better when you judge them and you fight them. This being at ease, there's no fun in it. Yes, but there's vibrational modulation taking place. There's great power in it. Yes, and that's, you know why? It's energetic. You're losing energy. Your spirit is gaping with a gaping wound. Like I told you, you have a physical body, you have a spiritual body. So when you are in judgment, blame, resistant reaction, you're bleeding yourself dry. You're bleeding energy out. And you feel weak and you feel disconnected. Yes. You see? So you want to understand that what I'm saying to you is going to be a challenge, and don't be hard on yourself if you don't get it the first, second, 100th time. Don't be hard on yourself. It's a process. It takes at least 6 months to get into the handle of what I'm saying to you. Listening to CDs regularly, it's like you can't see, you got wool all over, and now we're slowly taking it away. And now you'll be saying, oh, was it that simple all along? So that's what the process is. So the idea is that you want to be at ease. Your objective in any less than desirable situation is to be completely at ease as best you can in that situation. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be ego gratification, but you're moving towards a great...
want to dial the number.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, you want to find relief, find excitement, find safety. You want to lash out in some way in that moment. Ego got its agenda, you see. But if you say, I am committed to my higher self, I'm committed to my spiritual unfoldment, I'm committed to accessing the power of God within me. Ego pleasure is not, it's counterfeit, it's not, So being at ease in any situation that is less than ideal. Now, I asked a group recently in Cape Town, I asked them to describe situations that are problematic in their life. Take any one, and we all got at least a few. So take any one situation that is less than ideal. And I took them through a series of questions. You guys had these questions in the workshop last time. And one of the questions was, how does this situation impact you and your life? How does this situation impact you and your life? And what was a startling revelation was, in most of the things that bothered people, it had no bearing on their life at all, but yet they were bothered. I'll give you an example. A woman once said to me that it's Christmas time and her family relatives have been retrenched, and that they won't be having bonuses to have an enjoyable Christmas. And she's very affected by that. So I said to her, how does that really affect your life, that your relatives have no bonuses to enjoy a partying Christmas? And she said to me, well, I get very affected by. I said, I can see you're affected by that, but how does it really affect you? I said, do you have money? She says, yes. I said, will you be having a Christmas party? She said, yes. So I said, does them not having any money really affect you and your life? And she was very reluctant to say, no, it doesn't affect. So I said, you are actually affecting yourself in that situation. She said, yes. Another example, a mother said to me, her son is taking drugs. So I said, okay. How does that affect you? Does he swear at you? Does he beat you up? Does he steal your jewelry and pawn it for money? She says, no, he stays in Johannesburg. I stay somewhere else. I said, well, does he take your money? He says, no, don't give him any money. So I said, how does him taking drugs affect your life? Really impact your life in a factual, actual way? She thought about it and she says, well, I get very worried. I said to her, but how does it stop you? How does him taking drugs stop you in you? Does it in any way? Is it your money that's gone? Does it make noise, keep you up? You can't sleep at night? Does it break the doors? Is you feeling in threat? No, nothing at all. So I said to her, so what you're saying is he's taking drugs doesn't affect you in any way? And she reluctantly said, yes, it doesn't affect me in any way. So most of the time, like one woman said to me, my husband, I think he doesn't like me, he wants to get rid of me from the house. I think I'm leaving the house, she said to me. I said, why? She said, he gives me dirty looks. So I said, did he take you and push you out of the house, to get rid of? No. But he gives you that. I said, as long as he doesn't swear you, shout you, beat you up, force you out of the house, you don't leave that house, I said, you're affecting yourself. He is not causing you any physical or any other discomfort. He's entitled to look however he wants. He might be thinking about some problems he's got. She's thinking she's getting dirty looks. He didn't say anything. One other woman said to me once, my husband, every time I open the tap too much, he can't handle it. So I said, did he ever come and close the tap? Did he ever come and stop you from using water or anything now? She says, no. I said, until he does that, you don't have a right to tell me, he's affecting you. So the important thing is to begin to understand, largely, one woman said, my sons are going out clubbing and drugging and they're going far away, and what if they don't return, if they kill themselves along the way coming back. So even that, how does that affect your life really? How does that really affect your life in terms of you stopping you from doing what you want and living how you want? How does that stop you? It doesn't. You got to speak the truth. It doesn't. You are making it a problem for you. You see, so
in a sense, like you worrying about it.
Yes, you making it a problem for you. Because you could carry on with your life and have healthy concern. There's a very big difference between affecting yourself about something which stops you from living naturally and being happy that I have money, thank you God, I can have my party, I'm so happy, I'm going to have an enjoyable party. Oh, my family doesn't have, worrying yourself and affecting yourself blocks you from being appreciative of what you have. It blocks you from living your life the way you can live your life. And it blocks you from having concern. There's a very big difference between having concern and affecting yourself. See, the mother can say, I'm concerned about my son taking drugs. I've got no problem with that. But when she's affecting herself that she can't sleep and she's not going to the gym and she's stopping herself, then I got a problem with that. So you can have concern, but concern is not affecting yourself. You've got to be able to make the difference. That I'm okay, my life is okay, my son's life is not okay. I'm okay, I'm carrying on, I'm happy. My son's life is not okay. They not happy. I would like for them to be happy. I'd like for them to be. They don't have the money. I'm sorry for them. It's not I'm sorry for me that they don't have. I'm feeling blocked in some way. It's another way the whisperer will keep you in a state of blockage within you. If I am as a therapist getting affected because my client's in a bad situation, I will never be able to give a good quality service. And I'm saying, but I'm concerned, I'm worried. No, I got to make sure that I know I'm okay. I know my reality is okay. I'm grateful my reality is okay. It's their reality that's not okay, which I am concerned about for them, but I'm okay. You see, if you want your children to be happy, wholesome lives, you can't abandon yourself and not live a happy, wholesome life, wanting them to have a happy, wholesome life. If you are having a happy, wholesome life and you are enjoying your life, that's when you can say, I'm concerned that they not. But if you're saying, I'm not living a healthy, wholesome life,
And on top of that,
but I want them to live one and I'm concerned, that is playing a game with yourself.
Okay.
This teaching is about using and enjoying your life. This teaching is about showing other people what it means to be secure and satisfied. That's what this teaching is about. But if you bluffing yourself, self-deception, no, I'm just concerned and I can't sleep because I'm worried, I'm doing something wonderful here. You should be worried about yourself for what you're doing. You're a kind of an addict. You're using somebody else to destroy yourself. What does an addict do? Use drugs and prevents their own life from moving forward. You're using your children to poison your own life, to deprive yourself from living your own life. You're just a sick person who's bluffing yourself. It's denial. That's all it is. So my point is, you want to begin to understand that most of the time, there are times where it does affect you, and you can say it does affect me. My neighbor plays loud music, I can't sleep at night. That does affect you. That is a problem. It's blocking you from having a good night's sleep. Your neighbor's taking drugs and not playing loud doesn't stop you from having a good night's sleep, you see. You've got to be able to make the distinction. You're worrying about the neighbor who is not playing loud music, but you're not having a good night's sleep. That's you blocking you from having a good night's sleep. You've got to be able. So, if you find yourself in a situation that is less than ideal, you want to ask yourself the question, you want to own, I am affected, right? It's okay that I be affected. It's human beings, own your humility. It's okay that I be affected. Speak the truth, I'm affected. It's okay that I be affected. As a human being, I'm allowed to be affected. See? Ease up with that. It's okay that I be affected. I am affected. And then explore your affectedness. Is this something really bugging me, or am I bugging myself? And if you find yourself being bugged, etc., if it's really bugging you, then you want to get at ease. Can I be completely at ease as best as I can while I am in this situation? Now the focus has moved from the ego to change what's going on, to being at ease while what's going on is going on. Knowing that easing up, releasing the need to control it, is releasing the ego power in favor of the power of the Spirit of God within you. You cannot access the Spirit of God within you if you're not at ease. You can only be at ease when you release ego power. So you are in a situation, you recognize you're affected, you're informed by it, you allow yourself to be affected. And as you allow yourself to be affected, you ease up. That, can I be at ease in this? Can I just breathe at ease? My most important thing is just to ease up physically. And if you can, it's to celebrate that I am so pleased that I can be at ease in this situation. I feel what I feel, but I'm affected, but I'm at ease. I'm not saying I shouldn't be at ease. I'm not denying my ease. I'm not denying my affectedness. I'm not saying that I shouldn't be affected. I am affected, and it's okay that I be affected. I'm at ease while I'm affected. Situation is not the way I want it to be, but I'm at ease while it's not the way I want. I'm letting go of changing myself. I'm letting go of trying to change it. Ease is the first response. I am easing up. If you can get there, then you can give yourself a big pat on the shoulder, because that is the first massive step you've taken to shift your vibration. Just easing up while things are less than ideal and just being at ease is a great 90% of the work is done. You have let go of ego consciousness, you have let go of ego power, and you've eased up. From that ease, you can be very pleased. You can say, as a student of the teachings that using to activate my spirit, I have taken a big step. It's like, you get a car, then you can drive it. You can't drive the car if you don't have it. So in the same way, it's like I'm at ease. It's a big thing. I've let go of my ego need to change it. I'm at ease. I don't like what's happening. Nobody's asking me to like it. Just to be at ease with it while it is. Let go of fighting it. Let go of judging it. Let go of trying to control it. Take your focus off it completely and put it onto yourself as best you can. That is the state of shalom. That is the state of salam. Ease first. Surrender. Once you're there, give yourself a pat on the back. I have first milestone along this. I have acknowledged it. Now, I'm going to share with you, based on this knowledge, that if there is nothing but the oneness, everything is okay and you are okay and everything is okay. So, if you were in a state of connection to the divine, if you perceived God, if you perceived love, everything in your life would reflect love. If you perceived it, if you perceived the love of the divine, the support of the divine, if you felt it, you would have high frequency vibration and your world would reflect it. So, because I feel loved, I have people reflecting that I am loved. Because I respect myself, I have people respecting me. Whatever you feel is always reflected back to you. So if you feel people can withhold money from you or love from you, and people can stop you from having what you want, that is reflected back to you. You see, so you are feeling somebody can stop me from having what I want. Is that really true? It's not really true. People can experience it as true, but not really true. It's the belief that somebody can stop me from having what I want that creates the experience of I can't have what I want because of them. Do you understand that? Because what is required for you to have what you want? You've got to use your own psyche, your own mind. You've got to desire what you want. You've got to activate the Spirit of God within. You've got to feel what that feels like to have it fully. And you've got to hand it over to God Almighty to create it as true. That's the way you get what you want. There's no other way. That's your power. But if you have misperceptions, because you have made another power apart from the power that is God, and that power is somebody else. If you say people create my experience, people can block me from having what I want, people can give me what, if people don't give it to me, I won't be happy. If people have the power to frustrate me, that is a misperception. Do you understand? Now, if you knew within you and you felt that it requires me, the activation of the Spirit and God Almighty, to create a reality, you would never have the experience that you are having. If a woman felt I am loved, I am supported, I am valued, I am enjoying the experience of a mutually satisfying and fulfilling relationship, if she felt that was true, that vibration would create that to be reflected back to her. Do you understand? So if she's getting somebody beating her up, it's because she feels shame and she feels guilt and she's not inspired by being loved. So if you are in any situation that is less than ideal, and you can apply yourself to the point of bringing yourself at ease in that situation and say, I'm so happy that I've eased up. This is a great thing. I've released ego power. Now I want to experience the energy that is there, but I'm not perceiving. Because all unfortunate or all unpleasant experiences are misperceptions reflected. All unpleasant experiences are misperceptions reflected. All. Any situation that you are having and you're feeling that is not loving, it's not supportive, there's a problem here, something is overpowering me, I can't get what I want. Every situation that is lack of love, joy, satisfaction, fulfillment is a misperception reflected. Remember when I said to you, the wall is white.
Yes.
But if you put a blue tinted sunglasses on and you look at a blue wall, the wall will look blue to you. But is the wall blue? Now similarly, in reality there's nothing but you and the energy that is God. There's nothing but that. But your misperceptions, your failure to recognize high frequency energy, I'm worthy, I'm always loved, there's nothing but support here. Your failure to recognize that means you got misperceptions. These are projected out into your life and reflected back to you. So what you are experiencing when she's saying JD is not paying her, it means she believes somebody can stop her from having what she wants, which is not true. It's a misperception. Whatever you feeling is true is a vibration. Whatever you feel is true is a vibration. So if I feel that there is a loving and supportive God, I don't have to prove it, but if I feel it's true, that becomes my reality. If I feel that there's no God, or if there's a God but he's a very threatening one, that becomes my reality. So whatever you feel is true is your vibration. And it's being reflected in that moment. What she feels is true. Somebody can stop me from having what I want. She's projecting power outside. So what you feel is true is always reflects. If I feel within me, I'm having a blast, life is wonderful, my life will reflect that. Whatever you feel, what you feel is true is the vibration you're emitting. Whatever you feel is true is the vibration you're emitting. Knowingness is when I'm telling you about the nature of reality, and you come to accept that, and that begins to be applied. So for example, if I say to you, you're in the situation, money is being withheld from you. Instead of freaking out and resisting and reacting, go for ease. Practice ease, get into a state of ease. And you say, okay, can I do that? Okay, I'll do that. Because she knows ease is the first step. From ease, she can shift the energy through challenging her misperceptions, and she can experience high frequency energy. So, can you be at ease in that situation? Second thing, can you recognize, now this is not for beginner students, but if you can do it, you can do it. There's other techniques for beginner students. This is something for those who have been on the path for some time, for them to use and apply. Can you in that particular situation recognize that you're experiencing an unreality, that the wall is white, there's only one power, there's nothing blocking you, but you're having an experience of being blocked from what you want. The wall is white, but you're seeing it as blue. So every experience of lack and hardship, somebody is not loving you, somebody is not giving you things, somebody is frustrated, somebody is threatening you, somebody is beating you up, every one of those is simply your misperceptions reflected back to you. Because if we know it is a loving and supportive universe, God Almighty has lovingly called us forth, supported us in our existence, gives us oxygen to breathe, whatever we put out we get back. It's a loving and supportive universe. And if we know that, and if we know that all it takes is for us to be at ease, and from desire focus on what we want, in the appreciation of it, inspired that what I really want to experience is, feeling that inspiration about it, that is the activation of the spirit. Anytime you focused on what you want, in a sense that you can feel like it's already happening now, and you're feeling happy within you about it, spirit is activated. So while you are in a situation that is less than ideal, the spirit is activated negatively because you're affected, you're bothered, what you feel is true is negative. You're not feeling it's a loving and supportive universe, I can have whatever I want, I can create whatever I want, there's no problem here. You're experiencing all your misperceptions. I'm alone, people can hold me back, power projections, So if you're in that situation and you can ease up, you can begin to recognize I'm only experiencing the reflection of my misperceptions here. The energy that I'm putting out, the negative feelings, I'm experiencing. So what am I feeling is true in this situation, which is not true? Like you might say, somebody is keeping me from having an experience that I desire.
Yes.
See? What do I feel is true? A woman who's getting beaten up will say, I'm not loved. I'm threatened. I told you. There is God, created you, gave you the spirit, gave you guidance. There is love, there is support. You can create whatever you want. That is the true nature of prayer. When you feel that that is true, that becomes true for you. But the woman is getting beaten up. So you're going through hardship. What do you feel is true? I'm alone. There's no love. Life is hard. Is that really true? No, it's a misperception. It is my failure to recognize the true nature of reality that has created me to feel this way. So when you are in a situation that is less than ideal, ease up, first step. Practice being at ease. And if you can be at ease, give yourself a big pat on the shoulder and be very pleased. I am moving energetically. I am learning to use energy to create realities. I'm using energy as a master to shift realities. So if you can get to ease, you're beginning to clear out the negative energy. You're not acting it out. And if you can begin to recognize that this is not really affecting me in this moment, I'm actually okay while the situation is not okay, like you said. I'm okay while in this moment, at this time, I'm okay while the situation is not okay. And it's okay that the situation be not okay. This is called surrender. It's the allowing of what is. It's okay that it's not okay. I'm okay while it's not okay. You got to get to a point of okayness to proceed from. If as long as you say I'm not okay and it's not okay, you cannot proceed. Energetically you can't move. So from ease you want to get to okayness. You might want to ask yourself the question, what do I believe I need to be okay? Why do I believe I'm not okay? Bring it into awareness. I'm not okay because I don't have money. I'm only okay when I have money. False sense of safety. You see? We're always okay because we know we are divine beings. And there is no source of darkness, there is no source of threat. There is only the oneness that is benevolent and beneficent. We create an experience of threat by keeping us away from the connection with the oneness that is benevolent and beneficent. So there's no source of darkness. Is there a source of darkness? Can you go somewhere and buy some darkness? We're making darkness. You can get your darkness. Yeah, I know how it is when it's too bright. Buy some darkness and fill it up in the room. There's no source of darkness. There's no source of darkness. Anytime you're having a dark experience, it's because you're keeping out the light. If you know there's nothing but the light that is God, God consciousness, remind your taqwa all the time that I can't see, smell, taste and touch God, but I experience God through the security that I feel. I am among those who know, and I know that I know. That's when your security comes in. And then when you feel the vibration of security, that I don't need anything from anybody, I have it. And that's when you know that I'm at ease. I can create whatever I choose. What is it that I am misperceiving? Where do I clear out? And that's where you're getting your answers now, that I can't be okay because only if my children are okay, then I'm okay. No, that's a misperception. Your children can be not okay, but you can be okay. Do not deny your own okayness for whatever reason you think you're doing it. It brings a disservice to your soul. You might think, but I'm a loving mother. I should destroy myself with my children. No. You're not loving to yourself. How can you love somebody else?
Yes.
Ease up first. Explore your misperceptions. What do you feel is true? Explore what do you believe you need to be okay in that situation. Remind yourself that you need nothing but you, the Spirit of God within you, and God Almighty. And there's science of it, that you begin to focus on what you want. You begin to become inspired by the experience, like you're already seeing it and feeling it. And you enter into that reality. It's called reality traveling. And you appreciate that reality. I'm thankful. Anytime you want to activate your spirit, enter into a state of appreciation. I am so grateful that I'm alive in this moment. I'm so grateful that I have my mind in this moment. I am so grateful. Anything that you feel good about is the activation of your spirit. Your spirit is that part of you that you experience as joy, that is from within. That is the Spirit of God activated. Those who are looking for outside world to change, then I'll be happy, that is not the Spirit of God. That is the ego looking for gratification, relief, safety and excitement. We, no matter what is happening around you, you can feel wonderful. And that is the paradox, that most of us think, how can we feel wonderful while things are like this? But that's what you got to feel wonderful, that I feel wonderful, that things are like this, but I have me, I have the Spirit of God, and I have God to create it another way. You see? Most people, the ego will say, no, you can't feel good in this situation. Only when it changes, then you'll feel good. While it's this way, you can't feel good. Do you understand? Doesn't work like that. In energy terms, while it's like this, I will be unaffected by it. While it's like this, I will raise my frequency. So as you recognize, I can be at ease in this situation. I am at ease in this situation. I am exploring that I can be okay in this situation. Actually, I am okay in this situation. And that it's okay that the situation be. This situation has to be like this because it's a reflection of my vibration. What is it that I feel is true in this moment? I am only looking at a blue wall that is a reflection of the misperceptions that I'm looking through. You begin to remind yourself that actually there is no power but the one power. And that one power is benevolent and beneficent, and there's nothing but love. Although you are experiencing something but love, that you come to know that there's nothing but love. Although you're experiencing the absence of support, there's nothing but the supportive presence that is the divine. The universe is supporting every part at every moment. There's not a moment where there's no support in the universe. It's all flowing naturally. So human beings have the ability through the imagination to disconnect from what is real. And we then create ourselves to be in a world that mirrors our insecurities. That world is not real. It is experienced, but it's not real. It's just a reflection of our insecurity. So if you ease up, you go back into you explore your okayness or your not okayness, you explore what is your misperception, and then you remind yourself that I choose to champion reality, not the misperception. That although I feel I am not loved in this moment, my feeling that I am not loved is creating this experience that reflects that I am not loved. Although I feel that there's no support in this moment and I have to do it myself, it's not that that is so. It's because I believe that that is so that my world reflects this. Instead of the ego justifying, well, I am not loved. Look. Remind yourself, it's because cause and effect is reversed in the illusion. Because I feel this way, my life reflects that back to me. And I choose to challenge the misperception rather than perpetuate it. I choose to champion reality. That although I don't feel loved, I am always loved. I'm never not loved. I know I don't feel it now, but doesn't mean that it's not there. My misperceptions block me. Although I don't feel supported, I am always supported. And then you'll start perceiving that which you denied, because you are championing what is real. And you are you're challenging the misperception. This is why Muhammad taught the people, whenever you are in challenging situations, say, I seek refuge in God Almighty from Satan the whisperer. It's a symbolic way of understanding what we're talking here that they could understand at that time. Exactly, that in this moment, instead of me going deeper into the ego's misperceptions, I recognize that I'm blocked through misperceptions, the whisperings of the devil within me. So we're doing it less the dramatic devil bit and all that, but it's okay if you do it that way. Yeah. You can just understand it that in this moment, what I'm experiencing is a reflection of what I'm feeling. Yes. Because I feel this way, low frequency, my world reflects a low frequency experience. It's not that because that's happening, I feel this way. And this feeling is a low frequency vibration. What is real? I'm always loved. I'm always supported. Nothing can stop me from having what I want. Only me. If I put out the vibration of what I want, I will always have what I want. If you remind yourself of that knowing, that's a knowing, it's not a belief, it's a knowing, the energy begins to shift within you. And your reality begins to shift as well. So with that, I bring our session to an end, but I will ask for questions and feedback as to what has been meaningful for you. I think it has been meaningful. We did a blend from the beginning and what the teaching is about, went through the blissful living basics, went through the middle of how to deal with problems, and moved into an advanced kind of thing as well. So I'm happy with our support group, and still have a few minutes or so.